Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Daily English Talks. I'm Mia, and today we're going to go on a journey together, a journey into real English conversation where you'll not only listen and understand, but also speak with confidence. This video is designed to help you practice English conversation using the shadowing technique. That means you'll be hearing clear, natural English that you can repeat after me, slowly, step by step. It's a powerful way to build your fluency, improve your pronunciation, and feel more natural when you speak. We're going to explore different types of everyday conversations, things you would actually say in real life. Talking to a friend, ordering food, asking questions, sharing your thoughts, making small talk, and more. Every moment is a chance to grow your English skills, and I'll be right here with you, like a friendly coach guiding you every step of the way. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on listening carefully and speaking clearly. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. So, are you ready? Get comfortable. Take a deep breath. And let's begin this relaxing, enjoyable English conversation journey together. Repeat after me. Feel the rhythm, and let's make English part of your daily life. Let's begin with a simple, common situation. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. You smile, make eye contact, and say, "Hi, nice to meet you." Now, you try it. "Hi, nice to meet you." Say it again. This phrase is used in so many daily situations, whether you're starting a new job, joining a class, or meeting someone at a coffee shop. Practice saying it in a relaxed tone, not too fast. "Hi, nice to meet you." Now let's extend the conversation. "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Mia." You repeat after me. "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Mia." Feel how the words flow together. Try it with your own name now. Say, "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is," and add your name. Do it slowly and clearly. Now, let's imagine the person replies. They say, "Nice to meet you too." Then they ask, "So, what do you do?" This is a common question in English conversations, and it means they want to know about your job, your studies, or how you spend your time. Let's practice how you could respond. "I'm a student." Repeat that. "I'm a student." Or, "I work as a teacher." Try it. "I work as a teacher." You can also say, "I'm currently looking for a job," or "I'm between jobs right now." These are natural ways to talk about your work situation. Now imagine you're continuing the conversation. You might ask, "And what about you?" It's a friendly way to show interest in the other person. Try it slowly. "And what about you?" Let's put the whole exchange together now. I'll say it, and you repeat after me. "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Mia." Wait for a pause, then say, Nice to meet you too. So, what do you do? Then say, I'm a student. And what about you? See how the conversation moves forward naturally. Let's practice more daily conversations. Imagine you're at a coffee shop. The barista smiles and says, What can I get for you today? You can say, I'd like a coffee, please. Repeat that. I'd like a coffee, please. Or, can I have a cappuccino? Try that too. Can I have a cappuccino? If you want it to go, say, to go, please. And if you want to drink it there, say, for here, please. Now let's practice the full interaction. The barista says, Hi there. What can I get for you today? You say, Hi, I'd like a cappuccino to go, please. Say it with me now. Hi, I'd like a cappuccino to go, please. Very good. These simple conversations are everywhere in daily life. And the more you practice them, the more confident you'll feel. Shadowing is not just about repeating words. It's about listening to the rhythm, the tone, the emotion, and trying to copy that as closely as you can. Now let's imagine you're meeting a friend at the park. You smile and say, Hey, it's so good to see you. Try it. Hey, it's so good to see you. Then your friend might say, Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been? You can reply, I've been doing well, thanks. Just busy with work. Say that. I've been doing well, thanks. Just busy with work. Or maybe, I've been okay. A little tired, but everything's good. Practice saying both. Let's imagine you and your friend are walking and talking. You might say, This weather is perfect today. Repeat that. This weather is perfect today. Or, It's so nice outside. Or even, I love days like this. Use your voice to match the feeling, soft and relaxed. These are the kinds of phrases that make your English sound natural and friendly. Let's pause here for a moment to practice pronunciation. I'll say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it slowly and clearly. I'm really happy to be here today. Now you. I'm really happy to be here today. Try again. I'm really happy to be here today. Great. Now let's try. I'm learning English every day, and I'm getting better. Repeat. I'm learning English every day, and I'm getting better. Once more, but even slower. Focus on each word. I'm learning English every day, and I'm getting better. Excellent. Let's imagine you're calling a friend on the phone. The phone rings. They answer. Hello? You say, Hey, it's me. How are you? Say it now. Hey, it's me. How are you? Then they might say, I'm good. What's up? You can respond, Not much. Just wanted to say hi. Or, I was thinking about you. Try these now. Not much. Just wanted to say hi. I was thinking about you. These small expressions build connection and make your English feel warm and personal. Now let's practice a few more daily phrases that are useful everywhere. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Say that. Excuse me, do you have a moment? It's polite and respectful. Or, sorry to bother you, but I have a question. Try it. Sorry to bother you, but I have a question. You can use this when talking to someone you don't know very well, or when asking for help. Next, let's say you're asking for directions. You could say, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the library?" Try that slowly. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the library? Or, is the train station near here? Repeat. Is the train station near here? When someone gives you directions, you can say, "Thank you so much, I really appreciate it." Let's try that together. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Beautiful. Now, let's shift to practicing reactions. These are phrases you say when responding to someone else. They're just as important as asking or answering questions. For example, someone tells you good news. You say, "That's awesome," or "I'm so happy for you." Try it. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. If someone tells you something sad, you can say, "I'm really sorry to hear that," or "That must be hard." Say them slowly with me. I'm really sorry to hear that. That must be hard. Reactions show you care and understand. Let's take a breath together. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Learning English is not about rushing. It's about staying present and practicing bit by bit, day by day. You're doing a great job just by being here. Now let's do a little role play. I'll play both parts, and you repeat the lines as if you're one of the people. Ready? Person. Anne, hey, long time no see. Your turn. Hey, long time no see. Person B. I know, right? How have you been? Now you say, I know, right? How have you been? Person A. Pretty good, just keeping busy with work and life. Now repeat. Pretty good, just keeping busy with work and life. Role plays like these help you get used to real conversations. Let's try another. Person A. Excuse me, is this seat taken? You. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Person B. No, go ahead. Please sit down. You. No, go ahead. Please sit down. Person A. Thanks. It's really crowded today, isn't it? You. Thanks. It's really crowded today, isn't it? This kind of practice helps your brain and your mouth work together. You hear the sentence, you feel the rhythm, and then you speak it out loud. That's the secret to shadowing practice. Let's now talk about making plans. You can say, Do you want to grab coffee sometime? Try it. Do you want to grab coffee sometime? Or, are you free this weekend? Say that slowly. Are you free this weekend? Then respond, yeah, I'm free on Saturday. Let's meet up. Practice both asking and answering. Let's say someone asks you, what time works for you? You can reply, any time after 2 p.m. is good for me. Or, how about 4 p.m.? Try these slowly. Any time after 2 p.m. is good for me. How about 4 p.m.? You can also make suggestions. Let's meet at the park. Let's go for a walk. Let's grab lunch together. Repeat each one clearly and try saying them as if you're really suggesting it to someone. Before we continue to more practice examples and longer conversations, take a short pause here. You're doing great. Really, every sentence you repeat builds new strength in your speaking muscles. Don't worry if it doesn't feel perfect. Progress is in the practice, not in the perfection. Let's continue practicing with some natural daily expressions you can use when starting a conversation. One of the easiest ways to start talking to someone is to comment on your surroundings. You can say, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" Try it slowly. "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" Or maybe, "Wow, it's really hot today." Say it with feeling. "Wow, it's really hot today." If it's raining, you can say, "I wasn't expecting this much rain today." Or, "Looks like I should have brought an umbrella." These comments are simple, but they're effective ways to connect. Let's imagine you're standing in line somewhere, maybe at a store or waiting for a bus. You look at the person next to you and smile. You say, "Have you been waiting long?" Try that now. "Have you been waiting long?" Then maybe you both laugh and the conversation begins. From there, you can say, "This place is always busy, isn't it?" Repeat it. "This place is always busy, isn't it?" These are real human moments. Moments where English becomes part of your everyday life. Let's practice talking about the time and schedule. You can say, "What time is it?" or "Do you know what time it is?" Repeat both slowly. What time is it? Do you know what time it is? Then say, "It's almost 3 o'clock." Or, "I think it's around 5:30. These are phrases you can use every single day. Now let's move into talking about how you feel. Expressing your emotions is a very important part of learning English and life in general. You can say, "I'm really happy today." Say it slowly. "I'm really happy today." Or, "I feel a little tired." "I feel a bit stressed today." Or, "I'm excited about this weekend." Practice each of these and notice the emotion behind them. Use your voice to show the feeling, not just the words. Sometimes you'll hear someone ask, "How are you feeling today?" You can respond with, "I'm doing okay, Jay. Just a little tired." Or, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. Practice both. First, I'm doing okay, just a little tired. Then, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. Let's now imagine you're out shopping and you need help finding something. You might say, "Excuse me, can you help me find this item?" Say it clearly and politely. "Excuse me, can you help me find this item?" Or, "Do you have this in a different size?" Try that one too. "Do you have this in a different size?" Or maybe, "How much does this cost?" These are everyday English questions that will help you feel more confident when shopping or talking to customer service. Now let's turn our attention to giving your opinion. In conversations, people often ask what you think. You might say, "I think this movie was really good." Try it. "I think this movie was really good." Or, "I didn't like it very much." Or, "It was okay, but a bit too long for me." Practice all three. These are common ways to share how you feel about something in a natural way. Let's say your friend asks, "Do you like this music?" You can reply, "Yeah, I really like it. It's relaxing." Or, "It's not really my style, but it's okay." Or, "I love it. It's one of my favorites." Each of these responses sounds natural, friendly, and true to real life. Let's practice some conversational turns. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it. Then I'll add a response, and you repeat that too. Ready? I'm learning English online every day. You. I'm learning English online every day. That's great. Practice makes progress. You. That's great. Practice makes progress. I usually practice in the morning before work. You. I usually practice in the morning before work. Me too. Morning is the best time to focus. You. Me too. Morning is the best time to focus. Role play like this helps you see how conversations flow from one idea to the next. Now let's practice phrases for showing interest and keeping a conversation going. You can say, "Really?" Or, "That's interesting." Or, "Wow, I didn't know that." Practice each of those slowly and naturally. "Really? That's interesting." "Wow, I didn't know that." You can also ask follow-up questions. These help keep the conversation alive. Say, "What happened next?" Or, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "What did you do after that?" Repeat after me. What happened next? How did that make you feel? What did you do after that? These are great questions for longer conversations. Now let's talk about daily routines. This is a great topic to practice because you can describe your whole day in English. Let's start from the morning. I wake up at 7 a.m. Repeat. I wake up at 7 a.m. Then I brush my teeth and take a shower. After that, I make breakfast and drink some tea. I usually leave for work around 8:30. Practice each sentence slowly. Now let's go into more detail. I get dressed, check my phone, and sometimes I listen to music while I get ready. Say it again. I get dressed, check my phone, and sometimes I listen to music while I get ready. If you're a student, you can say, I pack my bag and get ready for school. Or, I catch the bus at 8 a.m. Later in the day, you can say, I eat lunch around noon. I usually have something light like a sandwich or salad. In the afternoon, I try to take a short walk or stretch. After work, I relax for a while and sometimes watch TV. These are good ways to talk about your habits and your lifestyle in English. Now, let's practice more about talking on the phone. You might say, Hi, this is Mia. Is now a good time to talk? Say that with a warm tone. Hi, this is Mia. Is now a good time to talk? Or, Sorry, I missed your call. Can I call you back later? Try it. Sorry, I missed your call. Can I call you back later? These phrases are helpful for work and daily life. If someone calls you and you don't know the number, you can answer politely. Hello, may I ask who's calling? Say it slowly. Hello, may I ask who's calling? Or if you need to leave a message, you can say, Can you please tell her that Mia called? Or, Could you ask him to call me back when he's free? Let's go back to social situations. Imagine you're at a small gathering or a friend's house. Someone offers you a drink or a snack. You can say, Yes, thank you. That would be great. Or if you don't want anything, No, thank you. I'm good for now. Say both slowly. Yes, thank you. That would be great. No, thank you. I'm good for now. Then you can ask, How do you know the host? Or, Have you been here before? Or, What do you do for work? These are natural ways to start or continue a friendly chat. Let's practice more shadowing with clear rhythm and pacing. I'm learning to speak English clearly and confidently. You? I'm learning to speak English clearly and confidently. Shadowing helps me sound more natural every day. You. Shadowing helps me sound more natural every day. I practice listening, repeating, and speaking without fear. You. I practice listening, repeating, and speaking without fear. Beautiful. Let's continue with more real-life examples. Imagine you're running late. You can send a message that says, I'm running a little late, but I'll be there soon. Say it now. I'm running a little late, but I'll be there soon. Or, Sorry, I got stuck in traffic. Or, I'll be there in 10 minutes. These are useful for daily situations. Now let's practice talking about likes and dislikes. You can say, I really like watching movies. Or, I enjoy cooking at home. Say both slowly. I really like watching movies. I enjoy cooking at home. You can also say, I don't really like loud places. Or, I'm not a fan of spicy food. Practice saying these in a soft and natural tone. You can express interest in other people's hobbies too. Ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Say it now. What do you like to do in your free time? Then listen and respond. That sounds fun. Or, I'd love to try that sometime. Use phrases that show warmth and interest. As we continue practicing, remember that the goal is not to memorize everything. It's to feel the language, hear the rhythm, and speak it out loud so it becomes natural to you. Every small step you take brings you closer to fluency. Take a breath with me. Relax your shoulders and get ready for more shadowing in the next section. Let's begin this next part with a focus on conversations at home. Think about your daily routine in your house or apartment. You wake up, walk to the kitchen, and someone says, "Good morning. Did you sleep well?" You smile and respond, "Yeah, I did. Thanks for asking." Or, "Not really. I was tossing and turning all night." Try both now. "Yeah, I did. Thanks for asking." "Not really. I was tossing and turning all night." These are natural ways to start the day and connect with someone. Now imagine you're making breakfast. Someone might ask, "What are you having?" You could say, "Just some toast and eggs," or "I'm making oatmeal today," or "I'm having coffee first. I need to wake up." Repeat those one by one. Just some toast and eggs. I'm making oatmeal today. I'm having coffee first. I need to wake up. These are very real, everyday lines you can use. If you live with someone, you'll often have small conversations during the day, like, "Can you pass me the remote?" Or, "Did you take out the trash?" Try saying both. "Can you pass me the remote?" "Did you take out the trash?" You might say, "I'm doing laundry later. Do you have anything to wash?" Repeat that slowly. "I'm doing laundry later. Do you have anything to wash?" Or maybe, "The dishes are done finally." These conversations may seem small, but they are what real-life English is made of. And practicing them through shadowing builds automatic fluency in your mind and mouth. Let's move into conversations about feelings again. One of the most powerful ways to connect with someone is to ask, "Are you okay?" Try it gently. "Are you okay?" You might respond, "I'm fine, just a bit overwhelmed." Or, "I've been feeling a little off lately." Or even, "Thanks for asking. I'm doing better now." Practice all of them slowly. These are soft, real phrases that show empathy. Let's now shift to conversations that happen at work or school. Someone might say, "Did you finish the report?" You respond, "Not yet. I'm almost done." Or, "Yes, I just sent it to your email." Try both. "Not yet. I'm almost done." "Yes, I just sent it to your email." Another common line, "Can we go over this together later?" Say that with intention. can we go over this together later? Or, let's have a quick meeting after lunch. Now imagine asking someone for help. You might say, could you help me with this? Or, I'm stuck. Can you take a look? Or, do you have a moment to explain this part to me? These are polite, professional ways to ask for support. Try each one with a calm tone. Could you help me with this? I'm stuck. Can you take a look? Do you have a moment to explain this part to me? Let's add some emotion and connection into our practice. Try these next lines with a relaxed, natural flow. I'm trying my best, even if it's not perfect. I'm proud of the progress I've made. I know I still make mistakes, and that's okay. I'm learning at my own pace, and that's enough. Repeat each one slowly, allowing your voice to carry the feeling. Now let's move to a conversation you might have at a grocery store or market. The cashier might say, do you have a loyalty card? You can say, yes, here it is, or no, I done. Tobal. Try both. Yes, here it is. No, I don't. Then they might ask, do you need a bag? You can say, yes, please. Or, no, thanks. I brought my own. Practice both again. At the checkout, you might also hear, that'll be $12.50, please. And you reply, here you go. Or, can I pay by card? Or, do you accept contactless? Try them all. These are highly common phrases you'll hear and say again and again. Now picture being at a restaurant. The server says, are you ready to order? You respond, yes, I'll have the chicken sandwich, please. Or if you need more time, you say, not yet. Can I have a few more minutes? Practice those slowly. Yes, I'll have the chicken sandwich, please. Not yet. Can I have a few more minutes? After the meal, the server asks, how was everything? You say, it was delicious, thank you. Or, everything was great. Now, let's talk about expressing gratitude in daily conversations. You can say, thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Or, that means a lot to me. Repeat each one. And try saying them with warmth in your voice. These phrases are powerful in any language. And in English, they show kindness and respect. Let's shadow a few more expressions with emotional depth. I may not be fluent yet, but I'm getting closer every day. I believe in my ability to improve. I'm not giving up, no matter how long it takes. My journey is mine, and I'm proud of where I'm going. Repeat after me, slowly, clearly, with belief in your voice. Now let's take a short scene where you meet someone new at a small event or gathering. They say, hi, I'm James. Nice to meet you. You say, hi James, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you too. He says, so, What do you do? You respond, I work in marketing. What about you? He says, I'm a photographer. I take pictures for magazines and websites. You say, that sounds amazing. Do you enjoy it? He says, yeah, I really love the creativity. Let's break that down and practice it line by line. Hi, I'm James. Nice to meet you. Hi, James. I'm Mia. Nice to meet you too. So, what do you do? I work in marketing. What about you? I'm a photographer. I take pictures for magazines and websites. That sounds amazing. Do you enjoy it? Yeah, I really love the creativity. Now you can practice both roles. First, say it as yourself. Then imagine you're the other person. This kind of mirrored practice helps you become more confident and flexible in conversation. Now let's practice talking about your preferences in different areas. For example, I prefer tea over coffee. I like listening to music when I study. I enjoy reading before bed. I don't really like crowded places. I love spending time in nature. These are sentences you can use to describe your personal habits and lifestyle. Say them clearly and naturally. Make them part of your English voice. Let's also include some polite ways to make requests. Would you mind helping me with this? Could I borrow your pen for a moment? Is it okay if I sit here? Do you have a minute to talk? These are soft and respectful ways to ask something. Practice them with a gentle tone. And now let's practice some comforting and kind phrases you can say to others. Take your time. There's no rush. You're doing better than you think. It's okay to ask for help. You're not alone. Say each one slowly and imagine yourself truly meaning it. These kinds of expressions are deeply human, and learning how to use them makes your English powerful in quiet ways. Before we pause, here are a few practice prompts for you to say out loud, in your own words. Describe your morning routine. Talk about your favorite food and why you like it. Tell someone about a movie you enjoyed. Explain what you usually do on weekends. Ask a friend how their day was and listen closely to their answer. Speak freely, even if you're alone. Use why, our voice. Practice naturally. It's okay to repeat yourself. It's okay to pause. What matters is the effort and the intention. You're making real progress, not because you're perfect, but because you're showing up and practicing every step of the way. Let's now focus on conversations about plans and time. Talking about your schedule is a great way to practice English naturally. Let's begin with something simple. You can say, do you have any plans for the weekend? Try it with me. Do you have any plans for the weekend? This is such a common way to start a friendly chat. The person might answer, yeah, I'm going to visit my parents. Or, not yet. I might just stay home and relax. Try both responses now. Yeah, I'm going to visit my parents. Not yet. I might just stay home and relax. These are casual, relaxed ways of speaking. You might also ask someone, "Are you free on Saturday?" Or, "What are you up to tomorrow?" These are great ways to open a conversation with a friend. Say them slowly. Are you free on Saturday? What are you up to tomorrow? In return, someone might say, "I'm free in the afternoon," or "I have to work, but I'm free later in the evening." Practice both. I'm free in the afternoon. I have to work, but I'm free later in the evening. When making plans, it's helpful to suggest ideas in a friendly tone. You can say, "Let's grab lunch together," or "Want to go for a walk?" or "We could meet at the café around noon." Try each one now. Let's grab lunch together. Want to go for a walk? We could meet at the café around noon. These are soft suggestions used with friends and even coworkers. Now let's say you need to reschedule something. You might say, "Something came up. Can we move our meeting to tomorrow?" Try that slowly. Something came up. Can we move our meeting to tomorrow? Or, "I'm really sorry, but I won't be able to make it today." These are gentle, polite ways to adjust your plans while staying kind. Let's shift now to describing your typical day in more detail. Talking about routines helps build fluency and memory. Let's start from the morning again. I usually wake up around 6:30. Say it. I usually wake up around 6:30. Then, I take a shower, get dressed, and make breakfast. Sometimes I eat cereal, sometimes eggs and toast. While I eat, I check my phone or read the news. Say each of these sentences at your own pace. Let's continue. After breakfast, I prepare for work. If I'm working from home, I turn on my laptop and check emails. If I need to go to the office, I pack my bag and head out. The commute takes around 30 minutes depending on traffic. Repeat them with a calm tone, just like a conversation. During the day, you might say, "I usually take a short break in the afternoon. Sometimes I walk around the block or make tea. Around lunchtime, I eat something light." Or, "I bring my lunch from home." These are everyday phrases you can use to describe your schedule and habits. Talking about how your day went is also great practice. Let's say someone asks, "How was your day?" You might say, "It was okay, just a little stressful," or "Pretty good, I got a lot done today," or even, "Honestly, I'm exhausted, I need a break." Try all three slowly. It was okay, just a little stressful. Pretty good, I got a lot done today. Honestly, I'm exhausted, I need a break. Now let's practice describing your evening routine. I usually eat dinner around 7 p.m. After dinner, I like to relax. Sometimes I watch TV or listen to music. I also spend time with my family or call friends. Before bed, I try to read a little or just sit quietly. Try saying each line slowly Then try putting them together in your own words. Let's move to a few conversation samples around health and wellness. These topics are useful in real life, especially when talking to a friend or even a doctor. You might say, "I haven't been sleeping well lately," or "My back has been bothering me," or "I think I'm coming down with something." Try those slowly. I haven't been sleeping well lately. My back has been bothering me. I think I'm coming down with something. Now, if you go to the doctor, you might say, "I've been feeling tired all the time," or "I've had this headache for 2 days," or "It hurts when I move my neck." These are helpful phrases for explaining symptoms. Practice them slowly and clearly. In a casual conversation, if someone asks how you're feeling, you could say, "I'm feeling a bit under the weather," or "I'm much better than yesterday," or "I think I just need to rest." Each one communicates how you feel with gentle honesty. Let's take a moment for shadowing again. Listen to the sentence, then repeat with confidence. I'm practicing English every day to feel more comfortable speaking. You. I'm practicing English every day to feel more comfortable speaking. It's okay to make mistakes while I learn. You. It's okay to make mistakes while I learn. I speak slowly, clearly, and with confidence. You. I speak slowly, clearly, and with confidence. Now, let's imagine you're at a bookstore or library. You might ask, "Can you help me find this book?" Try it. "Can you help me find this book?" Or, "Do you have any books on learning English?" Or, "Where is the language section?" Say all three slowly and clearly. If you find something you like, you can say, "This looks interesting," or "I've heard good things about this one," or "I think I'll get this." These are relaxed conversational expressions. Now let's talk about relationships. Talking about friends, family, or romantic partners is very common in English conversation. You might say, "I have a younger brother," or "I'm really close to my mom." Try both. I have a younger brother. I'm really close to my mom. Talking about someone else, you can say, "She's a great listener." Or, "He's always been there for me." Or, "We've known each other since childhood." Practice these lines with emotion and clarity. Describing relationships builds comfort with storytelling and emotional language. Try saying, "We met a few years ago. At first, we didn't talk much, but then we became friends. Now we talk every day." These build your fluency in telling your own stories. And remember, your stories matter, even if they're told in simple English, even one sentence at a time. It all adds up. Let's now practice talking about future plans. You can say, I'm planning to travel next year, or I hope to study abroad, or I want to improve my English so I can work internationally. Try all three. I'm planning to travel next year. I hope to study abroad. I want to improve my English so I can work internationally. You can also talk about short-term goals. This week, I'm focusing on listening and pronunciation. Or, I'm trying to use English for 15 minutes every day. These kinds of sentences help you connect your learning goals to real progress. Let's do one more short role play. Imagine you're meeting a friend for coffee. Friend: Hey, so glad you could make it. You: Hey, it's great to see you too. Friend: How have you been? You: Pretty good. Just been busy with work. Friend: Same here. Life's been non-stop lately. You: Tell me about it. I needed this break. Let's go through that one more time, slowly. Hey, so glad you could make it. Hey, it's great to see you too. How have you been? Pretty good. Just been busy with work. Same here. Life's been non-stop lately. Tell me about it. I needed this break. That's how real conversation sounds. Soft, natural, and flowing. And that's exactly how your English can sound too. Let's now return to some reflection-style practice. I'll say a line, you repeat, and feel the rhythm and emotion. I'm learning how to express myself in a new language. I'm patient with myself and proud of my progress. I practice a little every day, and that's what matters. My English voice is growing stronger with every sentence. Let these words become part of how you talk and how you think. You're not just learning vocabulary, you're building a new version of your communication self. Take a slow, deep breath and say this with me. I'm doing this. I'm really doing this, step by step. Let's continue with conversations about learning, because learning is a topic that connects people. It's personal, it's shared, and it's full of natural English vocabulary. Let's start with a simple phrase. I've been trying to improve my English lately. Say it with me. I've been trying to improve my English lately. You can also say, I'm taking an English class after work, or I watch English videos in my free time. These are honest and natural ways to talk about your learning journey. Now, imagine someone asks you, why are you learning English? You can answer with, because I want to travel more, or I'd like to work in an international company, or I love the language and want to speak it fluently. Try saying each of those sentences clearly and with intention. Let the words feel real to you. You can also talk about your struggles. It's okay to admit them. Say, sometimes I get nervous when I speak. Or, I understand a lot, but speaking is still difficult for me. Or, I'm not confident with grammar, but I keep practicing. These phrases help you connect with others and build trust because they're honest. If someone encourages you, you can respond with, "Thank you, that means a lot." Or, "I'm trying my best every day." These responses show warmth and gratitude. Try them now. "Thank you, that means a lot." I am trying my best every day. Let's now move into phrases for public places, like being on the street, in a store, or at a transport station. You might hear someone say, "Excuse me, can I ask you something?" You can respond with, "Sure, what do you need?" Or, "Of course, how can I help you?" Try both now. Sure, what do you need? Of course, how can I help you? If you're the one asking, you can say, "Excuse me, where is the nearest ATM?" Or, "Is there a pharmacy around here?" Or, "How do I get to the bus station from here?" These questions are short, polite, and common in real life. Repeat each one slowly, then try making one of your own. Now, let's say you're at the train station. You go to the information desk and say, "Hi, I'm looking for the 9 a.m. train to City Center." Or you can ask, "What platform does the train leave from?" Or, "Is this the line for tickets?" Practice these as if you're really standing there in that moment. Let's also talk about money, since that's a very common topic in daily conversation. You might ask, "How much is this?" Or, "Do you accept cards?" Or, "Is tax included?" Repeat them one by one. How much is this? Do you accept cards? Is tax included? And here are some responses. It's $8.50. Yes, we accept all major cards. No, the tax is added at the register. Practice those too. These are short, direct answers that come up often in stores and cafes. Now let's go into expressions of likes and dislikes in conversation. You can say, "I really enjoy watching movies in English." "I like listening to podcasts when I walk." "I don't enjoy long grammar lessons." "I'm not a big fan of spicy food." "I absolutely love going to the beach." These are the kind of phrases that help you express your personality in English. Now let's add a few why responses. For example, "I like cooking because it helps me relax." Or, "I don't like driving in traffic, it makes me stressed." Or, "I enjoy reading because it helps me learn new things." Practice these and then try thinking of your own answers to "Why do you like it?" Let's take a moment for some gentle affirmations, calming, encouraging phrases that remind you of your progress. "I'm learning at my own pace, and that's okay." "I trust the process and keep showing up." "I celebrate my small wins every day." "I'm becoming more fluent, little by little." Repeat each one slowly. Don't rush. Let the words sink into your mind and your breath. Now imagine you're having a casual conversation with someone you just met. Here's a short practice exchange. You. Hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Mia. Other person. Hi, Mia. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. You. Nice to meet you too. Are you from around here? Other person. Yeah, I live just a few blocks away. You. Oh, that's great. I just moved here a few weeks ago. Other person. Really? Welcome. How are you finding the city so far? You. Thanks. It's been good so far. Still getting used to the buses, though. Other person. Yeah, the transport system takes a while, but you'll get the hang of it. Now, let's repeat that conversation slowly, one line at a time. Start with your line, then switch to the other person. Practice both voices and feel the natural flow. Let's move into another common theme, talking about the weather. It's one of the easiest and most natural conversation starters in English. You can say, "It's really sunny today, isn't it?" Or, "It looks like it might rain later." Or, "It's freezing this morning." Or, "I love this kind of weather." These are soft ways to connect with others in real time. Let's say you're making small talk while waiting in line. You smile and say, "I wasn't expecting it to be this cold today." The person replies, "I know. I had to grab my coat this morning." You say, "Same here. I'm not ready for winter yet." Try this full exchange again in your own voice. Let's pause now and practice slow, mindful shadowing sentences. I'm becoming more comfortable with everyday English. I listen carefully and speak with calm confidence. I learn better when I relax and enjoy the process. My English improves every time I open my mouth and speak. Now, let's go through some social invitations. Inviting someone or responding to an invite is something that happens in real life all the time. You might say, "Would you like to join us for dinner?" Or, "We're going to the movies later. Want to come?" Or, "Do you want to come over for tea?" Try each one now. If someone invites you, you can respond with, "I'd love to. What time?" Or, "Thanks, but I already have plans." Or, "Sounds fun. Let me check my schedule." Say them with warmth and honesty. Here's another example of how to make conversation natural and light. You. Hey, I was thinking of trying that new restaurant downtown. Friend. Oh yeah? I've heard good things about it. You. Want to come with me this weekend? Friend. Sure, Saturday works for me. What time? You. How about 7 p.m.? Friend. Perfect. I'll see you then. Now shadow that dialogue slowly, line by line. Repeating both roles helps build fluency from both directions. Let's turn to another useful area, talking about emotions beyond just "I'm good" or "I'm tired." Try saying, "I feel really grateful today." "I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, but I'm okay." I'm excited about something coming up. I'm feeling peaceful right now. Practice these soft emotional tones in a calm, grounded voice. Being able to express how you feel gives depth to your conversations, and it allows you to connect with people in real ways. Let's now shift briefly to more structured practice. Here are a few useful phrases in question and answer format. Where are you from? I'm from Brazil, but I live in Canada now. What do you do for work? I'm a graphic designer. I mostly work from home. Do you have any hobbies? I like painting and going for long walks. Are you learning English alone? Yes, I study by myself and also watch os. Now repeat both the questions and the answers, slowly, naturally, and let the rhythm of the language settle into your mind. And finally, let's end this part with a few calming affirmations. Repeat them slowly with me. I am learning in my own way, at my own speed. Every sentence I speak brings me closer to fluency. I am confident, I am capable, I am becoming fluent. This journey is mine, and I choose to keep going. Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders relax, and give yourself credit for showing up and practicing. Your voice matters, and the English you're building today will carry into every conversation you have in the future. Let's begin this part with conversations that happen at a café or restaurant with friends. Imagine you're sitting at a small table, sipping a drink, and your friend asks, "So, how's your week been?" You pause, smile, and reply, "It's been okay, a little stressful, but nothing I can't handle." Say that slowly. It's been okay, a little stressful, but nothing I can't handle. Then your friend says, "Want to talk about it?" And you answer, "Thanks. I think I just needed someone to listen." These kinds of simple, sincere conversations are the heart of real English. Let's now focus on the kinds of phrases you use when you're showing support to someone. Maybe your friend is going through something hard. You can say, "I'm here if you need anything," or "Take your time, I'm not in a rush," or "It's okay to feel overwhelmed." Say each phrase slowly with warmth in your voice. "I'm here if you need anything." "Take your time, I'm not in a rush." "It's okay to feel overwhelmed." Now imagine you're the one receiving comfort. A friend asks, "How are you holding up?" And you say, "It's been tough, but I'm managing, little by little." Or, "Honestly, some days are better than others." Or, "I'm just trying to stay positive." These are soft, real responses that allow people to connect deeply with you. Let's step into more practical shadowing now. I'll say a sentence and you repeat after me, and clearly and calmly. I speak English with more confidence each day. I enjoy hearing my own voice in English. I'm becoming more fluent through simple daily practice. Speaking slowly helps me think clearly. Now let's practice ordering food. You walk into a small cafe, look at the menu, and say, "Hi, could I get a chicken sandwich and an iced tea, please?" Say that with a gentle tone. "Hi, could I get a chicken sandwich and an iced tea, please?" Then the cashier says, "For here or to go?" You respond, "To go, please," or "For here, thanks." Practice both responses now. Then they say, "Anything else?" And you reply, "No, that's all. Thank you." Then they say, "That'll be $7.80. You reply, "Here you go." Or, "Can I pay by card?" Try all those lines slowly and clearly. This kind of transactional conversation is part of real life. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. Now let's say you meet a new neighbor. You walk over and say, "Hi, I'm Mia. I just moved in next door." They say, "Hi, Mia. Welcome to the neighborhood." You reply, "Thank you. I'm still settling in, but it's been nice so far." They say, "Let me know if you need anything." You say, "I appreciate that. It's great to meet you." Let's repeat this exchange slowly, one sentence at a time, until it feels natural. "Hi, I'm Mia. I just moved in next door." "Hi, Mia. Welcome to the neighborhood." "Thank you. I'm still settling in, but it's been nice so far. Let me know if you need anything." "I appreciate that. It's great to meet you." These simple introductions are small in words, but big in building connection. Now, let's talk about expressing agreement or disagreement politely. You might say, "I see what you mean," or "That makes sense," or "I hadn't thought of it that way." Try each of these. "I see what you mean." "That makes sense." "I hadn't thought of it that way." If you disagree, you can say, "That's an interesting point, but I see it a little differently." Or, "I'm not sure I agree, but I respect your opinion." These are polite ways to express your thoughts without causing conflict. Let's shift now to talking about travel. Travel conversations are filled with great vocabulary. You might say, "I'd love to visit Japan someday," or "I've always wanted to go to Italy," or "I recently traveled to Thailand and it was amazing." Say each sentence clearly and imagine yourself really talking to someone about your dreams. Then they might ask, "Why Japan?" You respond, "Because I love the food and the culture," or "I want to see the cherry blossoms in spring." These responses are natural, personal, and full of real emotion. Now let's practice some casual conversation phrases for everyday use. You might say, "How's it going?" or "What are you up to?" or "Anything new?" These are easy ways to check in with friends or coworkers. Practice each one now, slowly and naturally. If someone asks you that, you can reply, "Not much, just taking it easy," or "Same old, or just got back from a trip. Say each reply in a relaxed tone. These little phrases help you keep the conversation light and friendly. Let's continue with another conversation sample. Imagine you're at a class or workshop. You. Hi, is this seat taken? Other person. No, go ahead. You. Thanks, is this your first time at this class? Other person. Yeah, I've never been here before. You? You. Same here. I'm a little nervous but excited. Other person. Don't worry. Everyone seems friendly. Let's repeat that whole exchange one more time. Practice both roles, one after the other. Hi, is this seat taken? No, go ahead. Thanks. Is this your first time at this class? Yeah, I've never been here before. You? Same here. Sam, a little nervous but excited. Don't worry, everyone seems friendly. Now, let's practice calming English for stressful moments. You can say to yourself, I'm doing the best I can. It's okay to take things slowly. I will improve with time. I believe in my ability to grow. Repeat each one gently and slowly. Now think about when you need to ask for clarification. You might say, Sorry, could you say that again? Or, I didn't catch that? Or, can you repeat it more slowly, please? Try each phrase now. These are extremely helpful when you're learning. If someone asks you to repeat something, you can say, Sure, or No problem, let me say it again. Try both responses too. Being comfortable with repetition is a big part of communication. Let's also practice expressing confusion or uncertainty. You might say, I'm not sure what you mean, or I don't quite understand that part, or could you explain it another way? These are very natural in both casual and formal conversations. Now let's imagine you're having a small talk conversation during a break at work. You say, How's your day going so far? They say, Pretty good. A bit busy, but not too bad. You say, Yeah, it's been one of those days for me too. They say, Well, at least it's almost the weekend. You both laugh and smile. Let's go through that one more time, smoothly and slowly. How's your day going so far? Pretty good. A bit busy, but not too bad. Yeah, it's been one of those days for me too. Well, at least it's almost the weekend. It's these small, warm conversations that create comfort in English. Not just grammar, not just vocabulary, but rhythm, tone, and feeling. Let's now take a deep breath and practice these affirmations. My English voice is real, and it is growing stronger. I enjoy speaking, even if I make mistakes. I trust my ability to communicate clearly. I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming fluent. Feel the truth in each one as you speak them out loud. Let's begin this part by imagining a conversation at a family gathering. You sit down next to your cousin and smile. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Try that now. Hey, It's been a while. How have you been? Your cousin replies, Good, just busy with work. You know how it is. And you say, Yeah, I totally get that. It's been nonstop for me too. These kinds of familiar, friendly exchanges help you connect through everyday English. You can ask questions like, How's your job going? Or, Have you traveled anywhere recently? Or, What have you been watching lately? Practice each one. How's your job going? Have you traveled anywhere recently? What have you been watching lately? These are light, open questions that invite longer answers. Now imagine you're helping someone clean up after dinner. You say, Do you want me to wash the dishes? They reply, No, I've got it. You relax. You respond, Thanks. Let me know if you change your mind. Try those slowly now. Do you want me to wash the dishes? No, I've got it. You relax. Thanks. Let me know if you change your mind. Let's move now to situations involving appointments and schedules. You might say, I have a dentist appointment at 3 p.m. Or, Can we reschedule our meeting to Friday? Or, I'm free after lunch if that works for you. Say each of those softly and naturally. I have a dentist appointment at 3 p.m. Can we reschedule our meeting to Friday? I'm free after lunch if that works for you. You might also need to confirm something. Try. Just to confirm, we're meeting at 2, right? Or, Are we still on for tomorrow? Or, Let me double-check my calendar. These help you manage plans politely and clearly. Let's take a moment for reflection shadowing. Calming, supportive, internal English to help guide your mindset. I don't have to be perfect to make progress. My English is improving one conversation at a time. It's okay to slow down and speak with care. I am proud of how far I've come. Now, let's talk about errands and casual chores, another area of common conversation. You might say, I need to stop by the grocery store later. I'm going to run a few errands this morning. Or, I've got laundry to do and a few emails to answer. Try these now. They are short and realistic. You can ask someone, Do you need anything from the store? Or, Want to come with me? Or, I'll be quick. I just need a few things. These are the kind of exchanges that happen daily, and when practiced often, they become second nature. Now imagine someone asking you, What's your plan for today? You can answer, Not much, just taking it easy, or I'm going to clean the apartment and maybe read a bit, or I've got some work to catch up on. Say each response gently and clearly. Let's now explore conversations about entertainment and hobbies. A friend might ask, What kind of music do you like? You say, I'm into soft rock and jazz, or I listen to a little bit of everything, honestly. Or, lately I've been listening to podcasts more than music. Try saying all three responses. They might follow up with, Do you play any instruments? You say, a little guitar, but I'm still learning. Or, no, but I've always wanted to learn the piano. Or, I used to play the drums in high school. Now, let's practice talking about books and movies. Have you read any good books lately? Yeah, I just finished one about personal growth. It was great. I've been reading a lot of fiction lately. It helps me relax. I like mystery novels. They keep me guessing. Or when talking about movies. What's the last movie you saw? It was a comedy. Really funny. I watched a documentary about space and it was fascinating. I don't watch many movies, but I love short videos online. These are real responses from everyday English conversation. Let's pause now and do a few slow shadowing affirmations together. I am calm. I am clear. I am learning with joy. My English sounds more natural every day. I enjoy the sound of my own voice in English. I speak with ease and with purpose. Let's now talk about situations where you might need to give directions or ask for them. You might say, "Excuse me, how do I get to Main Street?" Or, "Can you point me toward the train station?" Or, "I'm looking for the nearest bank." Try each of those now, clearly and respectfully. If someone asks you for help, you might reply, "Sure, go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left." Or, "I'm not sure, sorry, I'm new to this area too." Or, "I think it's just around the corner." Try all 3 options. Now imagine you're explaining how to do something. First, open the app on your phone, then click the settings icon. Scroll down and select your language. It should be in the list right there. This step-by-step speaking style helps build fluency in giving instructions. Let's practice storytelling in a natural way. You can say, "Last weekend, I went hiking with a friend. We found this quiet trail with amazing views. The weather was perfect, and we even saw a deer. It felt so peaceful to be out in nature." Practice each line as if you're really telling the story to someone close to you. Now let's focus on how to politely interrupt or join a conversation. You can say, "Sorry to interrupt, but may I ask something?" Or, "Excuse me, I just wanted to say." Or, "Can I jump in for a second?" These help you navigate social conversations with ease. If someone interrupts you, you can respond with, "No problem, go ahead." Or, "That's okay, please continue." Or, "Where were we?" Again, practice these slowly and calmly. Let's now go into phrases that show appreciation in daily life. You can say, "Thanks for waiting." "I really appreciate your time." "That was really thoughtful of you." "Thanks again. It means a lot." These make your English softer, warmer, and more human. Before we wrap up this part, let's reflect with a few more calm, grounding sentences. I am here now, and I'm learning. Each time I speak, I build confidence. I am allowed to speak slowly. I am allowed to grow gently. Take a long breath and know that you are on the right path. English fluency is not a race. It's a quiet, personal transformation, and it happens one conversation at a time. Let's begin this part by imagining you are meeting someone again after a long time. You see them, smile, and say, "Wow, it's been ages. How have you been?" Try saying it with a warm, surprised tone. "Wow, it's been ages. How have you been?" The other person replies, "I know, right? I've been all right, just busy with life." You respond, "Yeah, same here. Time really flies, doesn't it?" These are natural phrases used when reconnecting with someone. Let's practice these slowly now. "Wow, it's been ages. How have you been?" "I know, right? I've been all right." "Yeah, same here. Time really flies, doesn't it?" The key to sounding natural is feeling the words as you say them, not rushing, just letting them flow. Now let's move to talking about personal achievements or updates. A friend might ask, "What's new with you?" You can say, "I've started a new job recently." "I finally moved into my new apartment." Or, "I've been working on improving my English every day." Repeat each of those gently, and add your own answer if you'd like. Let's say you want to share something positive. You could say, "Actually, I've got some good news. I just passed my exam." Or, "I've started writing a blog. It's something I've always wanted to do." Or, "I ran my first 5K last weekend." These are moments that feel personal and proud. Use them with friends or even new acquaintances when you want to share more about yourself. If you want to respond to someone else's good news, you can say, "That's amazing. I'm really happy for you. You deserve it." Or, "That must feel great." Practice these supportive responses now. They're small but powerful ways to encourage others in conversation. Now let's imagine you're meeting someone new at a casual event. They introduce themselves and you say, "It's great to meet you. What brings you here today?" Or, "How do you know the host?" Or, "Is this your first time at something like this?" These questions open the door to longer conversations. Let's practice introducing yourself again. "Hi, I'm Mia. I just moved to this city recently. I'm currently working in design. I'm also learning English every day. It's been an exciting challenge." Try saying these lines slowly and naturally, one after another. Let's now practice a conversation about weekend activities. Someone might ask, "How was your weekend?" You reply, "Pretty relaxed. I stayed home and watched some movies." Or, "I went for a walk in the park and got some fresh air." Or, "I met up with some friends for dinner. It was really nice." Try each response now and add your own ideas. Use real examples from your own life, even if you say them in simple sentences. That's how fluency grows. Let's now move into phrases about learning and goals. You might say, my goal is to speak English more naturally. I want to practice a little every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Sometimes it feels hard, but I keep going. I remind myself that progress takes time. Try each line slowly, then say them again with your own emotion. Now, let's shadow some daily encouragements. I am not afraid to speak anymore. I may not know every word, but I keep the conversation going. I trust myself to find the right words over time. My voice is strong, steady, and learning. Let's now move to another everyday setting, a supermarket. You walk into the store, pick up a basket, and start looking around. You might ask an employee, "Excuse me, where can I find the bread?" Or, "Do you have any almond milk?" Or, "Which aisle is the pasta in?" The employee replies, "Bread is in aisle 3, next to the dairy section." Or, "Almond milk? Yes, it's in the refrigerated section." You say, "Thanks so much," or "Got it, thank you." These are short, helpful conversations you'll use often. At the checkout, the cashier might say, "Do you need a bag?" You say, "Yes, please," or "No, I brought my own." They might ask, "Do you have a store card?" You say, "No, I don't," or "Yes, here it is." Then they say, "Your total is $12.45. You reply, "Here you go," or "Can I pay with card?" Let's now switch to a topic that comes up in deeper conversations, emotions and stress. Someone might ask, "Are you doing okay?" You say, "I'm a little stressed, but I'm hanging in there." Or, "Honestly, I'm overwhelmed today, but I'm trying to stay positive." These are gentle, true ways to talk about how you're feeling. You can also offer comfort. "I'm here if you need to talk." Take it one step at a time. It's okay to not have all the answers. You're doing the best you can. Practice these slowly, as if you're speaking to someone who needs kindness. Let's reflect for a moment with soft self-talk. Speak these next phrases slowly, with peace and belief in your voice. I don't need to rush to be fluent. My English is getting stronger with each word I say. I speak with kindness, patience, and courage. I'm becoming someone who enjoys English, not fears it. Now let's practice using phrases to agree or support someone else's idea. Say, "That's a good point." "I see where you're coming from." "I hadn't thought of it like that." Exactly. I feel the same way. These are the kinds of things you can say in conversations to show you're engaged. Let's shift into a practical role play where two people are planning to meet. Person A: "Hey, are you free this weekend?" Person B: "Yeah, I should be. What's up?" Person A: "Want to check out that new café near the park?" Person B: "That sounds nice. What day were you thinking?" Person A: "How about Saturday around 11?" Person B: "Perfect. I'll see you then." Now repeat both parts slowly, switching roles. This kind of casual plan making is one of the most common types of conversation between friends. Let's now practice talking about things you used to do. You can say, I used to play the piano when I was a kid, or I used to live in a small town before moving here, or I didn't used to like vegetables, but now I eat them all the time. Practice these slowly and then try adding your own. What did you used to do? What changed? Speaking from memory builds fluency through emotion and personal truth. Let's practice a few short questions that are great for conversation. What do you do for fun? Do you like your job? What kind of food do you enjoy? Have you ever been to another country? Do you speak any other languages? Answer each one in your own way, out loud. Take your time. Feel the words come from you, not just from memory. Let's end this part with a gentle moment of spoken English you can repeat slowly. I am growing into the English speaker I've always wanted to be. I speak with calm energy and real intention. My words carry my truth, even in simple sentences. I don't need perfect grammar to connect with others. I need courage, practice, and kindness to myself. You are doing beautifully. These moments of soft, focused shadowing shape your ability more than you realize. One day soon, you'll look back and smile at how far you've come. Let's begin this part by talking about conversations that happen in moments of decision. You're standing in a store looking at two different jackets. A friend walks by and you say, "Hey, which one do you like better?" They smile and say, I think the blue one looks great on you." You say, "Yeah, I was thinking that too. Thanks." This kind of moment is short and casual, but it's part of everyday fluency. Now let's practice those lines slowly. Hey, which one do you like better? I think the blue one looks great on you. Yeah? I was thinking that too. Thanks. It's not just about the words. It's about the tone, the rhythm, and the feeling. Let's say you're shopping online and talking to a friend. You say, "I'm looking for some new shoes." They ask, "What kind are you thinking?" You say, "Something comfortable. Maybe sneakers I can walk in all day." Try saying these lines slowly, like a quiet conversation over coffee. Next, let's explore phrases around personal care and habits. You might say, "I'm trying to drink more water these days," or "I've been going to bed earlier. It really helps my energy," or "I'm learning to take better care of my mental health." These are healthy, reflective phrases that feel warm and human. You can ask someone, "What do you do to relax?" or "How do you recharge after a long week?" These types of questions create deep, real conversations. Try responding with, I usually take a walk or listen to soft music. I spend time alone and just breathe. I talk to someone I trust. It helps me clear my head. All of these responses are gentle and truthful. Let's pause for some supportive shadowing. I'll say each sentence slowly, and you repeat. I speak slowly because I want to connect deeply. I learn by showing up every day, even for 5 minutes. My English is not just knowledge. It's a part of me now. Real fluency is built through care, not speed. Now let's imagine you're talking to someone who's had a difficult day. They say, "It's just been one of those days." You gently respond, "I hear you. Those days are tough." They sigh and say, "Everything feels a little overwhelming lately." You offer support. You don't have to carry it all at once, just one thing at a time. Now shadow that interaction and try to feel the emotion in each sentence. These kinds of conversations make your English truly human. Let's practice talking about future hopes. You can say, "I hope to visit my family soon," or "One day I'd love to open my own business," or "My dream is to live by the ocean and write every morning." Say each slowly, and then imagine your own version of these dreams. Speak them into the air. Feel the power in saying them aloud in English. Now let's go to phrases you can use when you're unsure of something. "I'm not completely sure, but I think so." "Let me check and get back to you." "It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember right now." These are the small, natural ways people pause and express uncertainty without stress. If someone asks for your opinion and you want time to think, you can say, "That's a good question. Let me think for a second." Or, "I haven't really thought about that before." These allow you to stay in the conversation even if you need a moment. Now let's talk about food and meals, a topic everyone connects with. You can say, "I usually skip breakfast, but I always have J." Or, "Lunch is my favorite meal. I love something warm and filling." Or, "At dinner, I like to eat with family if I can." You can also describe how you eat. "I'm trying to eat healthier lately." "I enjoy cooking at home. It helps me relax." "I order takeout when I'm too tired to cook." All of these sentences are useful and easy to relate to. Now imagine you're sitting with someone new and talking about food preferences. You might ask, "Do you like spicy food?" They reply, "Not really, it's a little too much for me." Or you ask, "What's your favorite dish?" They say, "Probably pasta. I could eat it every day." You reply, "Same here. I love anything with garlic and olive oil." Let's shadow that interaction together. Slowly. Do you like spicy food? Not really. It's a little too much for me. What's your favorite dish? Probably pasta. I could eat it every day. Same here. I love anything with garlic and olive oil. Let's now shift to conversations about exercise or wellness. You might say, I try to go for a walk every morning, or I've been doing yoga lately. It helps my body and my mind. Or I stretch for a few minutes after sitting for too long. These are phrases that express daily care and movement. Someone might ask you, do you go to the gym? You say, no, I prefer exercising at home. Or, yeah, a few times a week. It keeps me balanced. Let's now talk about boundaries and polite refusals. These are important in real conversations. If someone invites you and you're not available, you can say, I'd love to, but I already have plans. Or, thanks for thinking of me, but I think I need a quiet night in. Or, I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass this time. These sentences allow you to say no in a kind, graceful way. Practice them now with a gentle voice. Let's also practice setting boundaries gently. That doesn't work for me right now. I'd prefer not to talk about that, if that's okay. Let me get back to you on that. These are respectful ways to take care of yourself in English conversations. Now, let's bring in another moment of emotional shadowing. Speak softly with each line. I listen to my needs and speak with honesty. My English allows me to express who I really am. I use my voice with love and care. I am allowed to speak my truth, even in simple words. Now, let's imagine a short call with a friend. You. Hey, how's your day going? Friend. Pretty good. Just finishing up some work. You. Same here. I needed a short break, so I thought I'd say hi. Friend. I'm glad you did. It's nice to hear from you. You. Let's catch up properly soon. Friend. Absolutely. Let's plan something. Shadow this full call slowly. Repeat both voices. This helps you learn the tone and balance of phone conversations in English. Now let's focus on emotions again. Say these aloud and truly feel them. I feel proud of my growth. I feel stronger each time I speak. I feel lighter when I express myself honestly. I feel more at home in English each day. Let's close this part with gentle encouragement. Your fluency is not measured by speed. It's measured by your connection, your feeling, your voice, and your courage. You are doing something amazing by practicing, speaking, and showing up again and again. And every word you say matters. Let's begin this part by imagining you're having a quiet conversation with someone during a walk. You look up at the sky and say, "The weather's been so peaceful lately." Your friend nods and replies, "Yeah, it's been nice to slow down a little." You smile and say, Sometimes just walking and talking like this is all I need to feel better. These simple expressions are soft and natural, and they create space for real connection in English. Let's repeat those slowly. The weather's been so peaceful lately. Yeah, it's been nice to slow down a little. Sometimes just walking and try each line slowly, then say them again with your own emotion. Now, let's shadow some daily encouragements. I am not afraid to speak anymore. I may not know every word, but I keep the conversation going. I trust myself to find the right words over time. My voice is strong, steady, and learning. Let's now move to another everyday setting, a supermarket. You walk into the store, pick up a basket, and start looking around. You might ask an employee, "Excuse me, where can I find the bread?" Or, "Do you have any almond milk?" Or, "Which aisle is the pasta in?" The employee replies, "Bread is in aisle 3, next to the dairy section." Or, "Almond milk? Yes, it's in the refrigerated section." You say, "Thanks so much," or "Got it, thank you." These are short, helpful conversations you'll use often. At the checkout, the cashier might say, "Do you need a bag?" You say, "Yes, please," or "No, I brought my own." They might ask, "Do you have a store card?" You say, "No, I don't," or "Yes, here it is." Then they say, "Your total is $12.45. You reply, "Here you go," or "Can I pay with card?" Let's now switch to a topic that comes up in deeper conversations, emotions and stress. Someone might ask, "Are you doing okay?" You say, "I'm a little stressed, but I'm hanging in there." Or, "Honestly, I'm overwhelmed today, but I'm trying to stay positive." These are gentle, true ways to talk about how you're feeling. You can also offer comfort. "I'm here if you need to talk." Take it one step at a time. It's okay to not have all the answers. You're doing the best you can. Practice these slowly, as if you're speaking to someone who needs kindness. Let's reflect for a moment with soft self-talk. Speak these next phrases slowly, with peace and belief in your voice. I don't need to rush to be fluent. My English is getting stronger with each word I say. I speak with kindness, patience, and courage. I'm becoming someone who enjoys English, not fears it. Now let's practice using phrases to agree or support someone else's idea. Say, "That's a good point." "I see where you're coming from." "I hadn't thought of it like that." Exactly. I feel the same way. These are the kinds of things you can say in conversations to show you're engaged. Let's shift into a practical role play where two people are planning to meet. Person A: "Hey, are you free this weekend?" Person B: "Yeah, I should be. What's up?" Person A: "Want to check out that new café near the park?" Person B: "That sounds nice. What day were you thinking?" Person A: How about Saturday around 11? Person B. Perfect. I'll see you then. Now repeat both parts slowly, switching roles. This kind of casual plan making is one of the most common types of conversation between friends. Let's now practice talking about things you used to do. You can say, I used to play the piano when I was a kid, or I used to live in a small town before moving here, or I didn't used to like vegetables, but now I eat them all the time. Practice these slowly and then try adding your own. What did you used to do? What changed? Speaking from memory builds fluency through emotion and personal truth. Let's practice a few short questions that are great for conversation. What do you do for fun? Do you like your job? What kind of food do you enjoy? Have you ever been to another country? Do you speak any other languages? Answer each one in your own way, out loud. Take your time. Feel the words come from you, not just from memory. Let's end this part with a gentle moment of spoken English you can repeat slowly. I am growing into the English speaker I've always wanted to be. I speak with calm energy and real intention. My words carry my truth, even in simple sentences. I don't need perfect grammar to connect with others. I need courage, practice, and kindness to myself. You are doing beautifully. These moments of soft, focused shadowing shape your ability more than you realize. One day soon, you'll look back and smile at how far you've come. Let's begin this part by talking about conversations that happen in moments of decision. You're standing in a store looking at two different jackets. A friend walks by and you say, "Hey, which one do you like better?" They smile and say, I think the blue one looks great on you." You say, "Yeah, I was thinking that too. Thanks." This kind of moment is short and casual, but it's part of everyday fluency. Now let's practice those lines slowly. Hey, which one do you like better? I think the blue one looks great on you. Yeah? I was thinking that too. Thanks. It's not just about the words. It's about the tone, the rhythm, and the feeling. Let's say you're shopping online and talking to a friend. You say, "I'm looking for some new shoes." They ask, "What kind are you thinking?" You say, "Something comfortable. Maybe sneakers I can walk in all day." Try saying these lines slowly, like a quiet conversation over coffee. Next, let's explore phrases around personal care and habits. You might say, "I'm trying to drink more water these days," or "I've been going to bed earlier. It really helps my energy," or "I'm learning to take better care of my mental health." These are healthy, reflective phrases that feel warm and human. You can ask someone, "What do you do to relax?" or "How do you recharge after a long week?" These types of questions create deep, real conversations. Try responding with, I usually take a walk or listen to soft music. I spend time alone and just breathe. I talk to someone I trust. It helps me clear my head. All of these responses are gentle and truthful. Let's pause for some supportive shadowing. I'll say each sentence slowly, and you repeat. I speak slowly because I want to connect deeply. I learn by showing up every day, even for 5 minutes. My English is not just knowledge. It's a part of me now. Real fluency is built through care, not speed. Now let's imagine you're talking to someone who's had a difficult day. They say, "It's just been one of those days." You gently respond, "I hear you. Those days are tough." They sigh and say, "Everything feels a little overwhelming lately." You offer support. You don't have to carry it all at once, just one thing at a time. Now shadow that interaction and try to feel the emotion in each sentence. These kinds of conversations make your English truly human. Let's practice talking about future hopes. You can say, "I hope to visit my family soon," or "One day I'd love to open my own business," or "My dream is to live by the ocean and write every morning." Say each slowly, and then imagine your own version of these dreams. Speak them into the air. Feel the power in saying them aloud in English. Now let's go to phrases you can use when you're unsure of something. I'm not completely sure, but I think so. Let me check and get back to you. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember right now. These are the small, natural ways people pause and express uncertainty without stress. If someone asks for your opinion and you want time to think, you can say, "That's a good question. Let me think for a second." Or, "I haven't really thought about that before." These allow you to stay in the conversation even if you need a moment. Now let's talk about food and meals, a topic everyone connects with. You can say, "I usually skip breakfast, but I always have J." Or, "Lunch is my favorite meal. I love something warm and filling." Or, "At dinner, I like to eat with family if I can." You can also describe how you eat. "I'm trying to eat healthier lately." "I enjoy cooking at home. It helps me relax." "I order takeout when I'm too tired to cook." All of these sentences are useful and easy to relate to. Now imagine you're sitting with someone new and talking about food preferences. You might ask, "Do you like spicy food?" They reply, "Not really, it's a little too much for me." Or you ask, "What's your favorite dish?" They say, "Probably pasta. I could eat it every day. You reply, same here. I love anything with garlic and olive oil. Let's shadow that interaction together. Slowly. Do you like spicy food? Not really. It's a little too much for me. What's your favorite dish? Probably pasta. I could eat it every day. Same here. I love anything with garlic and olive oil. Let's now shift to conversations about exercise or wellness. You might say, I try to go for a walk every morning, or I've been doing yoga lately. It helps my body and my mind. Or I stretch for a few minutes after sitting for too long. These are phrases that express daily care and movement. Someone might ask you, do you go to the gym? You say, no, I prefer exercising at home. Or, yeah, a few times a week. It keeps me balanced. Let's now talk about boundaries and polite refusals. These are important in real conversations. If someone invites you and you're not available, you can say, I'd love to, but I already have plans. Or, thanks for thinking of me, but I think I need a quiet night in. Or, I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass this time. These sentences allow you to say no in a kind, graceful way. Practice them now with a gentle voice. Let's also practice setting boundaries gently. That doesn't work for me right now. I'd prefer not to talk about that, if that's okay. Let me get back to you on that. These are respectful ways to take care of yourself in English conversations. Now, let's bring in another moment of emotional shadowing. Speak softly with each line. I listen to my needs and speak with honesty. My English allows me to express who I really am. I use my voice with love and care. I am allowed to speak my truth, even in simple words. Now, let's imagine a short call with a friend. You. Hey, how's your day going? Friend. Pretty good. Just finishing up some work. You. Same here. I needed a short break, so I thought I'd say hi. Friend. I'm glad you did. It's nice to hear from you. You. Let's catch up properly soon. Friend. Absolutely. Let's plan something. Shadow this full call slowly. Repeat both voices. This helps you learn the tone and balance of phone conversations in English. Now let's focus on emotions again. Say these aloud and truly feel them. I feel proud of my growth. I feel stronger each time I speak. I feel lighter when I express myself honestly. I feel more at home in English each day. Let's close this part with gentle encouragement. Your fluency is not measured by speed. It's measured by your connection, your feeling, your voice, and your courage. You are doing something amazing by practicing, speaking, and showing up again and again. And every word you say matters. Let's begin this part by imagining you're having a quiet conversation with someone during a walk. You look up at the sky and say, "The weather's been so peaceful lately." Your friend nods and replies, Yeah, it's been nice to slow down a little. You smile and say, sometimes just walking and talking like this is all I need to feel better. These simple expressions are soft and natural, and they create space for real connection in English. Let's repeat those slowly. The weather's been so peaceful lately. Yeah, it's been nice to slow down a little. Sometimes just walking and talking like this is all I need to feel better. Practice them in a gentle rhythm and speak them as if you're really in that moment. Now let's practice a few short questions that you can use anytime to check in with someone. How's your week going? Have you been sleeping okay? What's been on your mind lately? Try asking each one slowly. You can use these with close friends, coworkers, or even someone you're just starting to get to know. Now let's say someone asks you, what's been on your mind lately? You can respond with, just a lot of little things. Nothing too heavy, but enough to keep me busy. Or, I've been thinking about where I want to be in a few years. Or even, honestly, I've been feeling a little off this week, just trying to be kind to myself. Each of these responses is clear, natural, and full of soft expression. Now imagine you're planning a quiet weekend with a friend. You say, want to do something chill this weekend? They say, yeah, that sounds great. Maybe a movie or just hanging out at home? You reply, perfect. I could really use something low-key. This is how people speak when they're comfortable, relaxed, at ease. Let's shadow that whole exchange together. Want to do something chill this weekend? Yeah, that sounds great. Maybe a movie or just hanging out at home? Perfect. I could really use something low-key. Now let's shift to supportive English phrases you can use when someone is struggling. These are important for deep, meaningful conversation. You can say, I'm really sorry you're going through that. I don't have all the answers, but I'm here to listen. You're not alone, and I'm proud of you for sharing this. Try saying each one softly and from the heart. Let's now practice some emotional self-check-in phrases. You might say, I'm feeling a little tired today, but I'm doing my best. Or, today feels heavy, but I know it will pass. Or, I'm grateful for small things, even on hard days. These expressions give you space to be honest in English, not just grammatically correct. Let's pause for a few shadowing affirmations now. Repeat each one slowly and intentionally. I speak from my heart, not from fear. My voice matters, even when it's quiet. I am safe in my learning journey. I build fluency through honesty and kindness. Now let's move into everyday expressions used at home, during routines, or with close friends. You might say, want me to make you some tea? I'll clean up after dinner. Don't worry about it. Let's just relax tonight. No plans, no pressure. Try each of these slowly. They are perfect for building natural English rhythm. You can also offer help with small tasks. Do you want me to carry that for you? I've got this. Take a break. Let me know if you need anything later. These expressions are often heard in homes, between friends, or among coworkers. Practice them now and make them part of your own spoken toolkit. Let's explore describing places. You can say, "This cafe has such a cozy atmosphere," or "The light in this room makes it feel really calm," or "That bookstore felt like a quiet little world." Describing surroundings is a great way to share emotion and build richer conversation. Now let's imagine talking about travel again. You might say, "I visited a small village once and the people were so kind. My favorite place was this quiet beach with clear water and soft sand. I love cities, but sometimes I just want to be somewhere quiet and green." These stories use simple vocabulary, but they feel full and deep. Let's now practice a full, calm interaction at a hotel check-in counter. You. "Hi, I have a reservation under Mia." Receptionist. "Welcome, Mia. May I see your ID, please?" You. "Of course, here you go." Receptionist. "Thank you. You're all set. Your room is on the 3rd floor." You. "Thanks so much. Could I get a wake-up call for 7 a.m.? Receptionist. "Certainly. Enjoy your stay." You. "Thank you. Have a great evening." Now repeat the full interaction slowly, both voices. This type of structured practice helps your brain remember patterns and phrasing. Let's shift to talking about technology and daily tools. You can say, "I'm not great with computers, but I try." "I use voice notes to practice my speaking." "I just learned how to use this app. It's actually pretty helpful." Or, "Sometimes I turn off notifications just to breathe for a while." In a conversation about habits and screens, you can say, "I try not to check my phone first thing in the morning," or "I've started putting my phone away before bed. It helps me sleep better." Let's now talk about sharing emotions with English vocabulary beyond just happy or sad. You can say, "I feel hopeful about the future." "I feel nervous but excited." "I feel peaceful when I'm outside." Or, "I feel grounded when I speak slowly." These are rich emotional words that bring life into your conversations. Let's take a moment and reflect. Try saying the next few lines with a soft voice, and take your time. I am not just learning English. I'm learning how to connect. My words carry feeling, and I speak with care. Even simple sentences can be powerful. I am proud of myself for continuing to show up. Now let's imagine a check-in conversation between two coworkers. You. "Hey, do you have a moment to talk about the project?" Coworker. "Sure. What's on your mind?" You. "I'm just a little unsure about the next step." Coworker. "Let's go over it together. We'll figure it out." You. "Thanks. I really appreciate that." Coworker. "Of course, we've got this." Let's repeat that full exchange now. taking time to say each line clearly. This style of conversation is helpful in professional environments or team situations. Let's now practice talking about nature and being outside. You can say, "I love the sound of rain on the window." There's something calming about walking through trees. I like to sit outside when the weather is quiet. These are sentences that use simple words but create a deep emotional picture. You can also ask someone, "Do you spend time outside often?" Or, "Where's your favorite place to walk?" Or, "Do you like being near the ocean or the mountains more?" These are beautiful, open questions that lead to soft conversation. As we come to the end of this part, take a deep breath and say these next affirmations slowly with me. I don't need complex sentences to be understood. I am free to speak English in my own way. My voice has value, exactly as it is right now. I'm becoming fluent by being consistent and kind. You've just practiced another full stretch of spoken English designed to feel like life itself, calm, real, and full of small truths. And every time you shadow a line, repeat a thought, or pause and reflect, you are becoming the English speaker you've always wanted to be. Let's begin this part by stepping into a quiet moment with a friend. You're sitting together after a long day, maybe sharing a snack or just looking out the window. And you say, "It's been a long week, but I'm glad we could spend time together." Your friend nods and says, "Yeah, it feels good to slow down a little." You reply, "Sometimes silence with someone you trust is better than words." These moments, so small and calm, are what make your English meaningful. Let's repeat those slowly. It's been a long week, but I'm glad we could spend time together. Yeah, it feels good to slow down a little. Sometimes silence with someone you trust is better than words. These are not complicated phrases, but they are filled with presence and connection. Now let's shift into expressing your current state. It's helpful to know different ways to talk about how you're doing, not just good or fine. Try these instead. I'm feeling a little foggy today. I'm calm, just taking things one step at a time. I'm okay, tired, but peaceful. These soft alternatives give you more freedom to speak with honesty. If someone asks you, "Are you all right?" and you don't want to go too deep, you can still be real. Say, "I'm managing," or "I've had better days, but I'm hanging in there," or "I'm somewhere in between tired and hopeful." Let's repeat each of those slowly. Feel the emotions as you speak. Now let's practice supportive phrases you can offer someone else when they're feeling low. Take your time. There's no pressure here. I'm here for you even if I don't fully understand. You're allowed to feel whatever you're feeling. You're stronger than you know. These soft lines carry deep kindness, and in English, they build trust between people. Let's move now to talking about routines and comfort habits. You might say, I've been drinking warm tea at night. It helps me sleep better. Or, I've started stretching in the mornings before anything else. Or, I keep a small journal. It helps me clear my thoughts. These sentences sound personal, true, and peaceful. You can ask someone, do you have a morning routine? Or, what's one thing you always do to feel grounded? Try those slowly now. Imagine you're sitting with someone in a calm conversation, learning about how they move through life. Let's reflect on these thoughts with slow shadowing now. I make time for stillness in my day. My routines support my peace and focus. My habits shape how I show up in English and in life. I speak with calm and care, even in small moments. Let's imagine a gentle chat with someone who's had a hard day. You look like today's been a lot. Want to talk about it? Them. Yeah, just one thing after another. I'm drained. You. I get that. You don't need to explain everything. Just rest now. Them. Thanks. It helps to just sit here quietly with someone. You're not alone. I'm here with you. Now repeat both parts of that soft, supportive exchange. These are conversations that matter, ones that don't need perfect grammar, but need real presence. Let's now move into language you can use when reflecting on the past. You might say, looking back, I didn't realize how strong I was becoming. Or, a year ago, I never would have imagined I'd come this far. Or, it hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. These sentences are often said in reflection when you're sitting with growth and change. Try saying each one now, and then try building your own version. What's one thing you've learned recently? Say it out loud in your own English voice. Now, let's practice some grounding daily dialogue. Imagine you're at a coffee shop waiting for your order. Barista. Hi there. What can I get started for you? You. Hi. I'll have a medium latte, please. Barista. For here or to go? You. For here, thanks. Barista. Your name? You. Mia. Barista. Great. It'll be ready shortly. Now repeat the full interaction slowly, one sentence at a time. These simple exchanges become smooth and effortless through shadowing. Let's move now to talking about your environment, how your space affects you. You might say, I've been keeping my space clean. It helps my mind feel clear too. Or, I lit a candle earlier and it shifted the whole mood. Or, I opened the window to let some fresh air in. It made a difference. These phrases teach you how to speak about comfort, space, and sensory feeling in English. You can also ask someone, Do you like quiet spaces or a little background noise? What kind of lighting helps you feel most calm? Or, what does your ideal room look like? These types of questions go beyond small talk. They connect to who we are. Let's reflect again with soft, slow practice. I build peace through how I shape my space. I use English to describe what feels good to me. I speak about stillness as easily as I speak about action. I know how to name what brings me comfort. Let's now explore how to say yes and no gently and respectfully. If someone asks for your help and you're available, you can say, "Sure, I'd be happy to help." Or, "Yes, of course. What do you need?" Or, "Absolutely, I'm here." But if you need to say no, you can still be kind. Try, "I wish I could help, but I'm not able to right now." Or, "I'd love to, but I need to take care of something else first." Or, "That sounds nice, but I'm going to rest instead." Say both the yes and no phrases slowly now. Being honest with kindness is a skill, and you're learning it in English. Let's step into another quiet, shadowing moment. I speak clearly, and I speak kindly. I trust that I can say no with love. My English voice is peaceful, direct, and grounded. I give myself permission to speak the truth. Now imagine talking about dreams. Not just sleeping dreams, but life dreams. You might say, "I've always dreamed of living near the sea." Or, "Someday I'd love to write a book." Or, "I dream of teaching others, just like I'm learning now." These hopes help you grow your fluency from the inside out. You can ask others, "What's one dream you've had for a long time?" If you could wake up anywhere tomorrow, where would it be? What kind of life are you building for yourself? Let's end this part with a moment of presence. Say these final lines slowly from your own voice. I speak because I have something to share. I listen because every word has feeling. I am learning gently in my own way. And every sentence I say becomes part of my journey. You've just completed another stretch of focused, personal, and deeply connected English practice. Let it sink in. You're not memorizing lines. You're learning how to live through English and how to carry your story in your own voice. Let's begin this final part with something gentle. A conversation that doesn't need to impress anyone. Imagine you're sitting with someone you trust. The day has been long, but you're safe and relaxed. You turn to them and say, "I'm really glad we spent time together today." They smile and say, "Me too. It's nice to have these quiet moments." You nod. They remind me of what really matters. These small conversations hold so much meaning. Let's repeat that slowly. I'm really glad we spent time together today. Me too. It's nice to have these quiet moments. They remind me of what really matters. Now take a deep breath and feel that warm simplicity. let's talk about endings. Not dramatic goodbyes, but soft closing moments. You might say, "It was really nice talking with you," or "Let's catch up again soon," or "Take care and don't be a stranger." These are light ways to end a conversation while keeping the connection open. If someone says goodbye to you, you can say, "Thanks for the chat," or "Hope you have a peaceful evening," or simply, "Talk soon." Practice each of those now, and use your voice like you're smiling gently. Now, let's imagine you're writing a message to someone. You begin with, "Hey, just wanted to check in," or "Hi, I was thinking about you and wanted to say hello." These are short messages you can use to start digital conversations in a human, easy way. And when replying, you might say, "Thanks for reaching out. That meant a lot." Or, "I'm doing okay. Things have been busy, but I'm hanging in there." Or, "I've missed talking with you. Let's catch up soon." Let's take a moment now for one final set of emotional shadowing phrases. You can speak them out loud or just feel them rise through your breath. I've come so far on this journey. I trust my voice more than ever. I don't need to be perfect to speak from the heart. I will continue growing one sentence at a time. Now let's imagine a conversation at the end of a long workday. You. "Hey, how was your day?" Friend. "Honestly, it was a lot. I'm exhausted." You. "I hear you. Want to talk about it or just rest for now?" Friend. "Maybe just rest for now. Talking can wait." You. "All right. I'm here whenever you're ready." These are soft, grounded, real exchanges. They build trust. And the English used in them is full of care and real connection. Let's reflect on our relationship with learning. Sometimes we feel behind. Sometimes we feel unsure. But still, we return to the words and the rhythm and the slow voice that says, "I'm trying." And that is more than enough. You can say to yourself, "I don't need to rush to sound like anyone else. My voice is mine. My pace is mine." The most beautiful English I speak is the English that feels honest. Let's now practice affirming what you've already done, because reflection is part of fluency too. I've shown up for myself today. I've practiced with patience and presence. I've spoken softly and bravely. I've honored my journey, word by word. Now let's practice a kind conversation you might have with someone who's trying something new. You. How's it going with your new project? Them. Slow, but I'm learning. You. That's the best way, honestly. No need to rush. Them. I still mess up a lot, though. You. We all do. Mistakes mean you're moving forward. Them. Thanks, that helps. You. Keep going. You're doing better than you think. Now repeat both sides. Say it slowly, as if you're giving someone else the encouragement you wish someone gave you. Let's now talk about appreciation. This is one of the most powerful forms of conversation. Thank you for being there. I really appreciated your help today. It meant a lot to me that you listened. These simple phrases can heal and support in small, powerful ways. When someone thanks you, you can say, "You're welcome. It was no trouble at all. I'm really glad I could help." Or simply, "That means a lot to hear." Let's now create a moment of gratitude for yourself. Say these with me, slowly, gently. Thank you, self, for showing up to practice. Thank you, voice, for continuing even when it felt hard. Thank you, English, for giving me a new way to connect with others. Thank you, moment, for letting me pause and grow. Now let's practice closure in conversations that come to a natural end. You can say, "It's getting late, I should probably head out," or "Let's continue this another time," or "I've enjoyed talking with you so much." These are everyday ways to gently bring things to a close, without cutting the connection. Let's say each one again, softly. "It's getting late. I should probably head out. Let's continue this another time. I've enjoyed talking with you so much." Let's now talk about learning as a lifelong rhythm. You might say, "I may never know every word, but I know how to listen and connect." Or, "Fluency doesn't mean speed, it means comfort in your own voice." Or, "Even when I make mistakes, I keep going, and that's real strength." Practice these now as reminders for yourself, not just lines to memorize. They're truths to carry